Tell me a joke.
Tell me a joke.
Give me a second to think of one. An Englishman, an Irishman, and a Scotsman walk into a bar. The barman says, "Is this some kind of joke?"
Okay, that was fucking terrible.
That's all.
Alright then.
Anyways, that still does not really help me with that whole filtration part. I truly don't know whether or not I can find filters in here. I mean, I haven't seen any yet. I don't know what filters are supposed to look like or where I'm supposed to find them, but I'm pretty sure this is not the place. So this is really it's going to be a hunt for filters. But at least we got a fancy hairbrush out of it, so that makes it all okay. Man, I think I took some of those Tic Tacs. No. Yes. 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 Well, that dog is still twitching, but it should be right up there. But there is a holy shit, a bunch of raiders somewhere around there. Now, I don't know what the kid's fascination with pool cues is, but it does not appear to be very effective. Actually, I'm gonna go use this thing. This is also a modern weapon from a long, long time ago. I remember this one. Oh shit, legendary. See, the thing about the legendary enemies is that they're still very much bullet sponges. I don't know, apparently she disappeared somehow, but we have the endurance boblet right there, as well as a Tesla magazine. So, yeah. Alright, this filter is right here. Everything is just coming together.
Oh god, Peterson found us.
Really? Oh, he's right there, apparently. Okay. Hey, what's up, Peterson?
Don't come any closer, or I'll start shooting. David, if you've got any respect for the Brotherhood, you'll surrender right now.
I'm not giving up to you, Peterson. This work is too important.
Everyone, shut up. I'm in control here, all right? I bet you thought you could just ignore me, and I'd go away.
I knew he'd never betray me.
It didn't matter in the end. I tracked you down all the same. Now I've got to decide what to do with you. I'll give you a choice. You either surrender right now, or I kill you both. What will it be?
It doesn't have to be like this, Peterson. We can all walk out of this. We can make the wasteland a better place.
Shut up. I want to hear it from your friend. It's time to choose.
I mean, it seems like you came here alone, and there's two of us, along with a flamingo with a very sharp beak, so what exactly are you expecting to happen? But yeah, let's try persuasion, why not?
Look, I'm sure we can work this out. No one has to die.
You think so? Wait, I can't let you talk me down. David betrayed the Brotherhood. He has to be punished.
Some very convincing words right there. Let's go with number 4.
I'll make this easy for you. Surrender now, or we kill you.
I don't want... Who am I kidding? I can't stand up to you people. You win. I was a fool to think I could stop you. I'm going back to the Predwin. If I never see you people again, it'll be too soon.
Well, that was too easy. I have to say, your character's words with those persuasion options don't actually sound all that convincing. But maybe that's just me. I don't know. What do you think, Ringo?
Yo, psst.
Psst. Okay. You don't think anything. I think he says yes.
I'm glad that's over. I'm really impressed you managed to talk Peterson down. I'm happy we solved this about bloodshed. I knew you'd have the strength of conviction to hold out, even when he demanded surrender. I'm just glad you didn't take him up on his offer to help track me down. I don't know how he ended up finding us. I suppose we underestimated his resourcefulness. I suppose we should get on with fixing the dam. We're so close now, I can almost taste that pure water.
You come down there with the water. I'm telling you, man, it's probably that synth at the entrance that tipped him off. can never trust a goddamn synth.
Hi.
I can't believe it. I really can't believe it. We've done it. I don't think I could have done it without you. I can't thank you enough.
So what
happens
happens
now?
now?
There really is a lot to think about. It may be a long time before the Commonwealth really feels the effects of what we've done here. At the moment, the pure water is flowing right into the dirty stuff at the bottom of the dam. That's something to think about in the future. But for now, you can consider your work done. I'll probably rejoin the Brotherhood in time. Maxim will probably want to have his scribes take a look at this place. I'll try not to rub it in Peterson's face too much. I'm actually hoping my success here will ease some of the tensions between us. But now I think I'll head back to Diamond City. I quite liked it there. If you ever want to travel together again, feel free to ask. You know, as soon as we met, I knew you were someone who'd help me. The lengths you were prepared to go through to find your son, I knew you were someone with dedication. I want to give you a little something to show how grateful I am. It's an old laser rifle I've been messing around with. It should help you out in a pinch, or at least you'll get a good price for it. I'll see you around, and thanks again.
You've completed the main story for David Hunter, a Brotherhood story. You can now use David as a follower whenever you wish. Depending on your actions in the story, you may even be best friends. Whoa. Try ask him about it! Exclamation point. If you haven't listened to all of David's backstory, you can still do so to try and become better friends until you're BFS. Unless he died, or he hates you, or he's trying to kill you actively. If you've not exhausted all of Chambers' and Peterson's dialogue and they're still alive, you can speak to them as well. Thank you for playing, and be sure to stay tuned for Hilda Hughes, an Institute story, as well as a Railroad story and a Minuteman story, and a Far Harbor story in the future. 74494. Man, what an easy to pronounce name. I should not be saying that, because shit, my original YouTube name, talk about hard to pronounce. David's laser rifle does double the damage if David is your companion. And he is a clingy one. I see what he did there.
Hey, you're back. Gotta do something for you?
Sure, tell me all about your
Tell
life.
me about yourself.
You really want to hear more about me? I suppose I can tell you a thing or two.
Is that everything?
What do you think about our relationship?
Well, I think we're quite close. You've shown yourself to be a pretty decent person.
So many dialogue options, man. If there was ever a number 5, this game would literally implode.
I thought I said I never want to see you again.
Just calm down, okay?
Hey, just calm down, okay? I just want to talk to you.
Are you telling me you're really here to take an interest in me? You're not just here to cause me hassle?
Yeah, I want to discuss our relationship over dinner, okay? No, I just wanted to...
No, I just want to talk.
All right, fine. We can talk if you absolutely want to.
Tell me about your entire life.
Tell me about yourself.
You're kidding, right? Oh wow, you're serious. You want to hear me talk about myself? Fine, but don't say I didn't warn you. I was born into the Brotherhood, way out west. You wouldn't understand, but I bleed steel. For my whole life, I was taught the ways of the Brotherhood. I was taught to respect the elders. I was taught the dangers of unchecked technology. You don't have to be a head scribe to see that in the wrong hands, technology can be dangerous. Just look around.
Tell me more about yourself.
Tell me about yourself.
Where was I? Oh, that's right. I took my first assignment at age 16. Nothing taxing, just a research patrol. I'd learned about the wasteland from the scribes, but I'd never seen it with my own eyes. Until that day. I saw firsthand the destruction caused by the atom bombs. On that day, I knew that the Brotherhood's mission was all that mattered.
Well, tell me a joke. This should be a really good joke. I mean, David's joke was god-awful, but yours should be better.
Tell me a joke.
Fuck off. Soldiers don't tell jokes.
Oh, I'm really disappointed now.
That was all I had.
Get lost.
Man, he does have an attitude problem.
What is it now?
What are you gonna do now?
What are you going to do now?
I suppose I'll head back to the Predwin and just act like this never happened.
That sounds like a solid plan right there.
Tell me about yourself.
Where was I? Oh, I still remember that the prize we found when
shit.
we got to DC was enough to guarantee us all promotions. The Citadel and Liberty Prime. At least that would have been the case had Lyons not gone native. Of course, he was happy to take his battlefield promotion to Elder before he sullied the entire chapter and put a black mark on all our records.
Right, I thought he was gonna say the same thing as before, so I skipped through like half of that.
Tell me about yourself.
Where was I? Oh, that's right. I was furious, and I knew I wasn't the only one. No one seemed to want to be the first one to say anything. That was until Henry Kasdan showed up. He challenged Lyons on his betrayal of the Brotherhood values and was exiled for it. We wore the outcast label with pride. If staying true to the Brotherhood meant we were cast out, so be it.
I just talked about how they went out east with I believe a Zeppelin actually. If I got my backstory right, they went out east with a Zeppelin potentially. Then they went through Pittsburgh and shot some shit up there. Then they arrived in DC and settled in the old Pentagon, which is called the Citadel, and it has Liberty Prime in there. Well, it had Liberty Prime in there. Then they fix him up, and well, that's basically where Fallout 3 starts. So yeah, go play that game.
Tell me about yourself.
Tell me more about your life.
Oh, that's right. Now, I'm not saying I was glad when the Lyons died, but I was pleased to see the back of him and his daughter. Finally, the Brotherhood had a leader who could take us back to our roots. Someone descended from the line of Maxon. I was unsure at first. I thought Lyons' corrupting influence might have changed the boy, but he was so desperate to get me back, he offered me promotion to captain. How could I say no?
Tell me even more.
Tell me about yourself.
Where was I? Oh, that's right. The only problem I had to contend with was the riffraff Lyons had recruited from the wasteland, the likes of David Hunter and the Vault Kid. I made it clear to Maxon that I wasn't happy that these people, who weren't true Brotherhood, had reached such high ranks. He didn't budge on the issue, even when I threatened to leave. In the end, I just had to accept it. I'd got most of what I wanted. We returned to our true mission of collecting and preserving technology, rather than indulging the fantasies of some old man.
Just I'll just keep repeating the same thing. Just tell me
about yourself.
even more.
Where was I? Oh, that's right. Of course, the problems just kept going on and on. Most of the Brotherhood seemed content to just forget anything had ever happened. Not me. People like David, like that Vault Kid, like you even, don't belong in the Brotherhood. I don't know what dance season you. If it were up to me, you'd be out on your ass.
Right, well, you know the drill.
Tell me about yourself.
Where was I? Oh, that's right. I've got nothing else to say to you.
Okay. Well, that was
all
about
I
it.
had.
Get lost.
I know, he seems like a pretty grumpy guy, but he does have a bunch of rope tied to his shirt, so in my books, we're cool. Although he hates my fucking guts, but whatever. Now let's go talk to David some more. Just tell me all about yourself.
Tell
once
me
more.
about yourself.
You really want to hear more about me? I suppose I can tell you a thing or two.
Just tell me.
Tell me more.
Alright. When my friend and I got a bit older, we decided we'd strike out on our own as wasteland explorers. We'd go around the wasteland doing jobs for people or just...
You're facing
round
around
bottle
goddamn
caps.
way.
Often before the war. Why did everyone leave bottle caps inside desks and filing cabinets? I guess it hardly matters. My point is, my friend and I made a comfortable living as wasteland explorers. A polite way of saying we were mercenaries.
Tell me another joke.
Tell me a joke.
Give me a second to think of one. I've heard the Institute are putting bombs in tins of alphabet spaghetti. If they go off, it could spell disaster.
Yeah, let's cut it out with the jokes. Yeah.
Tell me more.
Alright. Anyway, we've been going around for a few years.
Stays around the
and
round
no
fucking
idea
way.
exactly how many, when something terrible happened. We're in the northwest corner of the wasteland. Other than DC itself, that's one of the most dangerous places you could go. My friend and I were exploring up there when we got ambushed by raiders and got separated. We'd agreed on a meeting point if something like that ever happened, but when I went there, he never turned up. I searched for days and days, going round and round the same cliffs and rock faces, staring at the same patches of barren earth. Eventually, I found him. He was dead.
Man, that's actually pretty rough right there.
Tell me more.
Alright. After my friend died,
I'm
I
still
couldn't bring myself to
standing
keep
here,
venturing. I wandered aimlessly until I decided to settle in River City. I'd saved up enough money to buy myself a little room where I settled down. I spent my days wandering the ship and visiting the market. I never really felt at home there, though. Although I tried to convince myself otherwise, deep down I longed for adventure. I started to hear more and more about the Brotherhood and the work they were doing for the people of the Wasteland. The first chance I got, I joined up.
Right, so I'm gonna ask you to tell me more, but you don't turn around, okay? I'm standing right here. Just keep looking at me, okay? Don't turn around.
Tell me more.
Alright.
For
I
fuck's
really
sake.
believed in what Lyons taught us. He thought that the technology of the Brotherhood could be put to use to help the people of the Wasteland. My dedication and my previous experience meant I moved quickly through the ranks. One day there was some kind of disturbance at the Jefferson Memorial. A group of scientists I'd known from Rivet City showed up at the gates. They told us they'd been trying to start up Project Purity again. I've told you about that already. What I haven't told you about is the person they were with. The Lone Wanderer.
Alright, tell me all about the Lone Wanderer. Also, this is probably not the mod's fault that he keeps turning around. It's probably the game. Probably.
Tell me more.
Alright. You won't hear much mention of the Lone Wanderer within the Brotherhood these days. I think they're too closely associated with the Lyons years for the comfort of most of the current leadership. Despite the fact they seem to have been erased from history, nothing we achieved in the capital Wasteland would have been possible without them. In fact, the Brotherhood would certainly have been destroyed had they not given their assistance.
Tell me more.
Alright. I fought alongside them in, I don't know how many battles. I like to think we became good friends. It's because of them that I'm so dedicated to my mission here in the Commonwealth. I know that things can change for the better. It just takes someone to stand up and fight for it. That's what you and I are doing here. I don't think the Lone Wanderer liked it much when Maxon brought the Outcasts back into the fold. The Outcasts certainly didn't like working with outsiders. That's what they called anyone who wasn't born into the Brotherhood. Alright. They stuck around for a bit. While we were building the prison out of parts we scavenged from Adams Air Force Base, I started to see less and less of them. I think they knew I was as disgruntled as they were. Before I left for the Commonwealth, I made a promise that I'd do everything I could to replicate our success in the capital Wasteland, whether or not Maxon was happy with it.
Tell me more.
Alright. I honestly think I've told you everything there is to tell.
Well. Okay.
That's all.
Alright then.
Well, I think that was that, so I might still be able to talk to the ghoul that's in the house somewhere over there, but my legs feel kinda tired, so I might postpone that to some other day. But overall, a pretty damn good quest mod. The voice acting was pretty good for the most part, aside from that volume thing and some of the other things I mentioned, but I enjoyed myself. It was definitely well integrated into the game, and he's better than anything I've played before in this game. Definitely better than that Nuka Hunt thing. That guy was really weird, but yeah, so if you want to try this out, be sure to download it. Not sure if it's out on console yet. Standard way of finding that out is just to go to Bethesda.net and search for the same name, and if anything pops up and it says Xbox One or PS4 whenever mods are released for that thing, that is seemingly taking forever, but if it pops up then it's available for console, and if it does not then probably not. But yeah, until next time.